I'm Sean Jacobson. I'm Fiveable's AP Comparative Government teacher. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Kyrgyzstan elections and aftermath in 2020. Maybe you've seen this in the news. Um, we want you to follow Fiveable on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube. You're going to find out the best information there to help you do well on your exams and everything. So elections generally seen as the will of the people exercised. Unfortunately, in some countries, that is not what happens. And in the tiny Central Asian country of Kyrgyzstan, which has 6.5 million residents, not much, they saw their election results a consequence of election rigging. And this is what happened. So on October 4th, the Kyrgyz voted in national election, and by the end of the night, the incumbent Jim had maintained his support in the parliamentary elections. Well, from the 5th to the 15th, Kyrgyz citizens protested in Bishkek, which is the capital, over the elections they viewed as corrupt, and how the government responded to COVID and the arrest of the former President Atambayev. On October 5th, the protests did start in Bishkek. About 5,000 people were there, but police cleared those protests with tear gas and water cannons. And the former president was released. And then it gets a little dicier. On October 6th, the protesters seized the White House and the Supreme Court in Bishkek. And the election authorities, which are guided by International Foundation of Electoral Systems, the Central Election Commission, the State Registry Service, they annulled the election. They said, no, this didn't happen right. Jim claimed he had faced a coup d'etat. Fascinating. More opposition leaders were released from prison, but the Prime Minister, Burnov, resigned. Okay. On October 7th, opposition parties could not form a new government, so no government for a couple days there. The protesters grew and demanded the resignation of Jim while impeachment proceedings were introduced. From October 9th to the 13th, states of emergency were announced, curfews, violence. Atambayev was re-detained, this time by the military. Former parliament member Japarov was nominated to be the interim prime minister by Jim Bekov. And on October 15th, Jim Bekov resigned and put in Japarov as Japarov announced himself as the acting president. So he wasn't elected. So that becomes very sticky. And it is not over yet. This is obviously very fresh. We're talking about a couple days ago. If you are at all interested in learning about any of these countries, join AP Comparative Government. We talk about the United Kingdom, Russia, China, Nigeria, Iran, and Mexico. And the best part about that, it is right now. Those countries right now. That's fascinating. I hope you join us because it is the most fascinating class that is offered of any of the AP classes. Have a great night.